Okay, after numerous technical difficulties that I'm glad I actually tested for ahead of time instead of trying to go, I am Killer Monkey. This is the Wind Waker. Fun fact. Alright, I'm trying to find a good place to do it. Up here, I guess. Okay. Look. Nothing. Which leads me to wonder, what route are we taking to the Forsaken Fortress, I wonder? Because there is not one time during this game when you're sailing around that you can't see something out there on the horizon. Oh well. And also, one other thing I want to point out. There doesn't appear to be much steering going on for this ship, but he's there. No, he's just gonna spin around. I think he's just trying to look cool. Alright, that's enough stupid. In this episode, I think we're gonna go ahead and try to tackle everything up through the Forsaken Fortress. Not to, through. Difference. The ship is huge on the inside. What the crap? This guy annoys the crap out of me. He's just gonna tell us what we need to do here. He tries to be funny in the middle of it, but he's really not. Switches. Oh boy. Platforms. Sorry about that. Gonna make a slight adjustment. I really wish you would shut up and let me do what I need to do and own you. Oh, so close. Okay. Almost overshot the first jump. That would have sucked. I'm gonna fail at this rather frequently. So, don't be offended if there's some serious cutting going on in the middle of this video. I think. Wait. See, this is the one that's gonna fail me now. Oh! Ah! Oh! First try. Okay, then. I'll take it. Normally, I fall at least once. It's usually an overshot that I ended up falling on. You're really bad at whispering. I can read your whispering. That's how easy it is. Okay. Even though he's not supposed to, he's gonna give us the... Oh, go through the door! He's gonna give us a glowing light. He's gonna give us a spoils bag! Yes. This handy little bag is going to keep things that we get from enemies. The spoils of war, as it were. As you can see, it looks rather odd. This entire sequence was absolutely necessary. The ship will go nowhere until we complete this, and then upon completing this, we will be at the Forsaken Fortress. Wait a minute. Yeah, I wonder, is there... Ha! Gimme. Gimme. Oh, I knew you loved me. Indeed, jars love me. They're my friends. Okay, now we're gonna go out here. And I set up through the Forsaken Fortress, and that I intend to keep. So we are going to do the entire Forsaken Fortress in this part. At least that which we can do this first time we visit it. The first time. Spoilers abound with Killer Monkey. I sincerely doubt anyone's watching this, like, to actually get a guide of the game. If you are, though, I welcome you, and I hope that, well, I hope that you enjoy. And if you don't enjoy, or if you're not here for, well, if you're not here for a guide, you're just checking it out, I also hope you enjoy. If you're not enjoying, then go away. Well, whatever. Gosh. There's something you need to see. Like, have a look over there. That's the cursed isle known as the Forsaken Fortress. God, I'm so entertaining. There are all sorts of strange rumors about this place. What I do know is that long ago, this used to be the hideout of a no-good group of pirates we used to compete with. But they were just small time. Now the place looks like it's pretty dangerous. Like, I don't even know what was going on with the accent there. Like, it was just kind of changing in the middle of it. I knew it. Look! Over there! By that window! God, what's wrong with me? Have you ever seen that many seagulls flock like that before? I'll bet you anything that's the place where they got your sister locked up. Wow, it's really hard to talk like that. I'm not going to do that anymore. It looks like the whole place is under really tight guard. This won't work. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near landing there. Yeah, I feel like you kind of would have been spotted already. I mean, I know you're kind of hiding the ship, but it's just a rock. How is... Alright, seriously, look, like, I'm trying to think of if it'll show you again, like, a nice view of the ship and where it's sitting right now. It might as we're flying away, I don't know. Look, like, don't struggle. If you really want to get into a dangerous place like that, this is the only way to do it. Trust me! We pirates do this all the time. Don't worry about it. It'll be a piece of cake, which will go right to my thighs. Yeah. Okay, did you see the view of the ship? Determination face. Super determination face. And then he screams. Yeah, that rock is definitely not going to hide the ship if they're really determined to keep a lookout for you. I think they probably already know you're there and just don't care. But I tend to be wrong about these things, so, you know. Of course. And we don't land up there. Nintendo logic. Okay. Nintendo logic moment here. He dove straight down. Now, it is possible under certain circumstances, I suppose, to survive that fall. However, he went head first into the water. And it looks to me, I mean, I'm just going to take a look around here. We're inside of just like a mountain outcrop in the water. I have a very hard time believing... Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I have a very hard time believing that the water is actually deep enough that he would not have smashed his head on something. The look on your face. Priceless! Hey, I slipped this stone into your pocket just before we fired you over there. It's no ordinary stone either. I didn't even question the fact that they got him into a barrel and, like, put him on this catapult without him even realizing it. I can see what you're doing through the stone, and obviously you can hear me through it. So if you see A, you'd better press that button. No. Stuff. I need this back after you save your sister, so don't go losing it, you understand? Multiple punctuations. And the barrel of justice. Okay. Simple game mechanic here changes everything. You have to be stealthy. However, unlike previous Zelda games, you can be stealthy via walking around in a barrel, and for some reason they just never find it suspicious that this barrel is there when they couldn't see it. That this barrel is now somewhere where they can see it when they could not see it before. Okay. We're just gonna... is it gonna come up here? Oh. Also, it gets really glitchy as it goes over like multiple staircases. Okay, I think we're in the clear. Oh, God. I just instinctively reached for my sword and I was like, glitch? Oh, wait. Okay, so we're gonna run over here. Luckily, this is the only time... Okay, we're gonna ignore her because I already know what to do. Okay, now we can do one of two things here. We're gonna do... What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this. Now, for whatever reason, the sound of that breaking doesn't alert it to the fact that we're here. Now, it knows we're here, and it's going to come over here. We're going to greet it with this. A Deku stick. Not a collectible item in this game, unfortunately, as it was in the previous Zelda games. I'm just going to beat it with a stick until it gives up. Ha! It's so satisfying to just like throw a stick, or as we get in later, there's a few other like things you can pick, different weapons that you can pick up with it. It's just so satisfying to just like throw one at it. Like, ha ha ha. Now we run down here to deal with the second of the go. Okay. To deal with the second light thing. Fixture. Alright, now we're gonna desperately try to... Wait a minute, hold up. Okay, no, this is the way we need to go. However, we're actually gonna swing over there and get that chest real fast. Woo. Yep. That way is the prison cell area. If we were to have been spotted by those lights, that's where we would have ended up. Alright, now we're going to go out this way. There's a lot of different ways you can go, however, I prefer to just go straight up to the second floor, deal with the lights, and I'm basically speed running this part of the game. However, this LP is not a speed run, nor is it necessarily a 100% completion. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm definitely gonna at least knock out a big chunk of the extra stuff, but I might not go too far out of my way. Alright, we're gonna startle him. Give me the stick. Die. And we threw the stick at him once again and hit him in his jaw. Okay. Now the final light is not necessarily quite as important. However, actually, tough decisions. We're gonna have to deal with that thing later. Oh wait, no we don't, because he's an idiot and Josiah doesn't know that there's a pattern. Silly Josiah. Okay, I did not mean to jump down here, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Just means we have to go over here again. Alright, we're gonna head straight for the tower instead of dealing with a third light because it doesn't matter at this point. Well, you don't even really need to knock out the first one I did, technically, but it does make things a little bit easier in the event that you fall down. That last light, however, never shines anywhere that we're going to be going from this point on, so we're just gonna leave it. My computer screen just blacked out. That makes me nervous. I mean, I know it's just because it's been sitting here, but I like it to stay on where I can see the capture thing. Okay, funny story. It's either this room or a different one. To be honest, I don't remember, but just to be on the safe side, we're not going to find out. But yes, I believe it is this room where that Moblin statue, if you're on the ground, like on the ground floor, will fire lasers at you, which is kind of disturbing, but whatever. Alright. Moving on. We will have to deal with him later in the game. Spoilers. Spoilers everywhere. Okay, this box. This box has a purpose, which I'm trying to remember. I don't need to hear what you have to say. Or does it have a purpose? I think it might not have a purpose. You know, whatever, we don't need it. Okay, moving on. White flash. Okay. Oh, we're on the... Oh, no. There's one thing I did forget. Okay. We're not where I want to be. Really, we want to be on the other side. That was why I always took out the third light, because I was always on that side. So it was always in my way. Okay, this is the first instance of having to sneak by AI. I really emphasize the AI. Alright, what we're gonna have to do is just chill here in our barrel. And after a certain amount of time, he's gonna turn around. And just to be on the safe side, we're gonna let him go a little further. And we're gonna begin moving. Oh boy. Yeah, this is not a good place to be. At all. Okay. We got just enough space that I should be able to make some progress this way before he turns around. This is gonna be really time consuming. Problem is I'm paranoid and I can't look both directions at once. Come on, turn around, turn around. Go. Go, 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 go. Okay. We've made significant progress. When you're doing this from the other side of the room as your starting point, it is way easier than this, I'm telling you. Okay, come on, go, go, go. Turn around. Alright. Now to be on the absolute safe side, we're gonna wait here a second and let him... Okay, for a second it looked like he was walking straight towards me. I was like, no, wait just 1 minute. That's not part of the pattern. And now we're blocked from his line of sight. And we go through the door, and for some reason the opening of the door doesn't attract their attention at all, but no complaints here, and we have one more we have to sneak by before we get to the little fight thing. Isn't much of a fight, it's actually easy as crap. Okay. This guy. Now luckily the way this staircase is built, will hide us from his vision. However, he's facing this way. Look at him. It's like he's practicing his, like, haha, I see you thing. His haha, I see you face. Lol. He's stupid. You're stupid. If I had my sword, I would just kill you. Oh no. Wow, fail. Miyamoto. Oh, come on. Get out of the barrel. Okay, he's gonna go that way, which means we're gonna make some progress this way. Come on. Go, 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 go. Creep, 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 creep. Keep on moving. Mosey along here. At this point, it's probably safe to just drop the barrel and run, but he's just facing directly this way. Okay, yeah, we're good. I just don't like it when he faces directly at me like that. Okay, we've gotten through this without that much failure, I think. Please let that last. Okay, we're going to use another new mechanic in this game. The sidle, I guess is how you say that. I don't know. Basically, you just hug the wall. Move along these little pathways that you can't really... Okay. Looking good. Looking good. Hearts in case you somehow lost any health along the way here. I don't really see how you do that, but whatever. And now we get to the first instance of some of my favorite music in this game. I don't know why. This game does have some pretty awesome composing to it. Well, not this, obviously. Ah! And you drop your sword automatically because I'm a jerk and I'm gonna take your sword from you. Oh. Ball. I killed you with your own sword. How bad do you feel right now? I like how it keeps these spikes up to make sure we don't leave. Yeah, alright. Nintendo logic here also. If you make contact with these spikes, even though they're facing up and there doesn't appear to be any like actual any spikes actually sticking towards you, but if you make contact with them anyway, it will hurt you. What is this shit? I think it took her just so long to react. Nobody notices the sounds of doors opening in this game either. Really. Don't dodge it or anything. Link has this magical ability to jump over things that are 8 times his height, but he can't kind of, you know, sidestep a little bit. Gee, I wonder who that is. It's a black ginger! Wow, that was the most racist thing I could have ever said there. Probably just offended like 20 people. Except I only have 4 viewers. Oh well. LOL. Sorry, guys. I'm not racist. Seriously, though. He's quite obviously a black man, but he has orange hair. I never understood that.
Hey.
Link. Link. Wake up, Link. Just switch voices like 6 times. Pull yourself together, Link. I'm a pedophile boat. Poor physics. What is this shit? Well, have you come to your senses yet? Pedo boat! You are surprisingly dull-witted. What? Are you surprised by the baby molester? I suppose that is only natural. As wide as the world is, I am the only boat upon it who can speak the words of men. I am the king of red lions. King of something that does not exist, okay? Do not fear. I am not your enemy. I only wish to have sex with you. Link. I have been watching you since you went... See, that's what I'm talking about. Pedophile. He's been watching us ever since we left our island. We left our space and the pedophiles came out. I understand how your desire to protect your sister could give you the courage to fearlessly stand up to anything. But such a bold attempt was foolhardy. I suppose you saw him. The shadow that commands that monstrous bird. His name is... ... Ganon ... He who obtained the power of the gods attempted to cover the land in darkness and was ultimately sealed away by the very power he hoped to command. He is the very same Ganon, the Emperor of the Dark Realm the ancient legends speak of. I like how there's still wind going by, even though it's supposed to be like this dramatic flaming, I don't know. I do not know why the seal of the gods has failed. But now that Ganon has returned, the world is once again being threatened by his evil magic. Evil magic! Tell me, Link, do you still wish to save your sister from me, molesting all the children? Yes. And will you do anything to save her? Yes. I see. In that case, I shall guide you as we go forward, advising you on what you should do and where you must go. Ganon cannot be defeated by human hands, let alone by what little strength you possess. But I do have a bottle of mace, just in case I meet a pedophile like you. The key to defeating Ganon is locked away in a great power that you can wield only after much toil and hardship. Do you understand? Yes. In that case, we depart to the Great Sea. But I am getting ahead of myself. Just like me! This is actually a bit embarrassing for me to admit, but although I am indeed a pedophile that possesses the power of speech, I possess no condom. Okay, maybe I should stop with the pedophile thing, but you know what? I'm not going to. This is going to be his voice from now on, but I am actually going to read what he's saying. I possess no sail, and a boat with no sail can sail no seas. This is starting to hurt my throat. I wish I had something to drink. I have brought you far to the east of the dark gaze of the forsaken fortress. On this island is a town of merchants who deal a wide variety of goods and condoms. If you search hard enough, surely you can find one who will sell you a sail and a condom. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but without a sail, I will be useless to you. You're already useless to me. This island of merchants is home to many valuable goods. While the sale must come first, do not feel limited to buying only it. Once you have it, feel free to stock up on anything else you think you may need. But remember, there's no time to play. Come back here immediately as soon as your errands are done. And with that, ending up with another almost exactly 30-minute episode, but I'm going to ruin it by triggering this scene that I can't skip. We're now on Windfall Island. We've completed the Forsaken Fortress as I said we would, and I think that's enough for this time. So, this has been The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I have been Killer Monkey. I will see you tomorrow.